Okay folks, what I have here is a Sony Blu-ray player, and this is model BDP-S490. I've had this for years now. It doesn't really get much use, but the reason for this video is that it is dead. It's been dead for a long time. I used to have it under my TV. I used to use it a lot back in the day, but you know, everything's streamed now, so I don't really use it much. But when it was below my TV and I used to power it on at the wall just by power going into it, I used to hear it power up like a little clicky clonking sound inside. So I always knew power was getting to it and it was fine even though it wasn't being used. But I did recently notice that when I powered it on at the wall there was no sound coming from it, so I presumed it was knackered, and that is the case. There's no power going to it at all. So did the obvious things, check the fuse, still no power. As you can see, I've taken it apart. I've taken the power board out here, whereas the power board been put this to one side now because we're not really working on this as much as the actual power board. So I'll get the power board. And what I did originally, thinking the main culprit was going to be this large capacitor here, I thought that might be the culprit, even though the other one looked fine. And after testing the original one, it was fine as well. But I thought I'll just change it to see if that was the problem. And by putting this one in, it's 100 microfarads, so up to 450 volts. I think it's a smoothing out capacitor for the power supply. But put that on, and it's still dead as a dodo. So I went prodding around with the multimeter, as you do. And I eventually came across, where are they? There's one, it's already in here, yeah. It's a diode, I'm pretty sure it's a diode, because this is the replacement one here. Because if you can see on that one, right on that one, the lighting's a bit funny here. Something to point with. Two diodes, shocky diodes in fact, go there. Now, I was prodding around with the multimeter. I was getting various readings from both of them. So I thought, just to be sure, I will pull them from the board, desolder them, and check them. And now these are the original ones. That one there, let's put that to one side. And that's not the original, that's the replacement there. And there's the other original. What I'll do now is set up the multimeter and we'll test these. And I'll show you that one's knackered and one is okay. And I've gone ahead already and prepared, well, brought I should say, some new ones. These diodes are SB33, sorry, 3110. It's hard to see that. 3100, sorry, yeah. Both of them are SB3100s shocky diodes. These are replacements here. And they are the same, but it's 3100 and it's got an E at the end, but they look and feel exactly the same, so presumably are going to be okay. Right, okay, multimeter is here, set up, turned on. And what you have to do on this particular meter is press the function button until we get to, that's in continuity mode there now. We need diode mode now, that little triangle thingamajig there, yeah. Now these are shocky diodes, so to show you that one's okay, I'll test the good one first, which is this one here. Can you see? Where are we? There. So what you do is on the cathode side, which is the one with the little band on, put your negative on there. The black lead goes to the one with the band. And if I put the red lead on the other side, the meter reads a voltage drop of 0.326, so that is okay, right? But now if I reverse it, we should get, oh well, out of limit, nothing happening. So that's normal, that is, for that one, right? Let's do it again quickly and make sure. Put that on there, on the red side, onto the anode, and the black lead onto the cathode. It'll beep, and it'll tell you the voltage drop of 0.324, which is fine for the shocky diode. Right, once again, flip it round. We'll get open circuit there on that one. So that's a good one. That was one of the original ones. Now this one is where the fun starts. If I put the black lead onto the cathode side with the band there, where you're supposed to do, because as you know, these shocky diodes, well, all diodes just flow in one direction anyway. And then I put the lead on here, we are getting a beep, but you got like 0.001, right? But now if I flip it, so I'm putting the red lead onto the side with the band on, the cathode, and do it again, we will get a beep. It's what we shouldn't be getting. It's a beep. We shouldn't hear a beep, but it's saying it's knackered when it beeps. So we're getting 0.01. So that one, which was in the original circuit, is kaput. Now the original, not the original, the new ones, just test these very quickly on this video while I'm here. Put the cathode to the negative side and the anode to the positive side, and there we go, we got a 0.242 voltage drop. Right, that's normal, that's fine for a shocky diode. Flip it over, it is working, open circuit, so that's fine. At the other one, we'll put that there, cathode, negative, yeah, that side, 0.247. That's fine. Flip it over and we'll get open circuit, no beep. Yeah, so they are good diodes. Right, I have my two diodes here. So what I'm going to do is actually just bend them into position first, best I can. Try doing them together, see if that works. Because they are quite high up on this board here, the original ones were, so I'll just like get that, bend them down, without damaging them. Yeah, so I'm no expert in this. In fact, this is the first time I've tried it, but yeah, there you go. This side, get the legs and bend them down. Something like that. Now, on the board, if you look at the legend on the board, best camera to look on. You can't really see because the lights. But on the board here, there is a legend, and you can see that the negative side, the cathode side, is here, it faces that way. So what I'll do is just pop that one through and pop that one through. Yeah, they're not very level, but there you go. Yeah, it's going to be quite tricky to hold that in now, actually. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll put it in like that. It's just going to drop out again, isn't it? I'll just put like a little bend on this side here, one of the sides, just to hold it in. You can see, just like bend it into place, cowboy style. Yeah, stop it dropping out. Right, so we've got that one, and I'll just attempt to solder that in. I'll get it set up on the jig, and then should be good to go. Okay, so it's a bit of solder. Bit of solder here now. It's quite thin. I think it's 0.6 this. It's really thin stuff, so I'm just like twisting it around itself. Get the soldering iron. Tin the iron. Let's get that one in best I can. Put that on there. It's going. Is it going? Yeah, she's going. That's gone quite well, that has. And we can pull that out a bit now. Back to the solder. And this side. Can't really. Can I do it with my left hand? Let's try that. Get something going. It's strange this way. Where is it going? Yeah, it's going just about. Yeah, that's gone on. So that's one diode in. If this is not the problem, it is certainly a problem. But whether it's going to work or not, as I say, I've changed that capacitor as well. And one of these is clearly dead, so I'm hoping that it will power it up. Yeah, it's not the neatest job, but there you go. You're not going to see it anyway, so. This is quite tricky when you turn it upside down because it's going to drop out. I'm going to have to bend the pins over again, I think. It should be alright. Let's get it in position. Put it on there, and then it's sort of going. See, this is lead-free solder, so it's always a little bit more tricky working with lead-free. And I'm no expert on it, but yeah. So that's in. No, it isn't. You've got to do another one, Wayne. Yeah. Let's just get a bit more solder. On that side, you might be able to see a little bit better there. We're tinning it a bit, actually. I've noticed with this solder that I'm using, this is from AliExpress. It's leaded. It's unleaded solder. I mean, it's a bit more tricky to work with, but it's alright. It's just practice getting used to it. Put that on there, and then boom. It should have soldered in. Yeah, I think I've got that now. Watch on there, it's on. Right. So turn off the soldering station, I should say. Turn that off. Come back to this. Put my OmniFixo clone to one side. And there, let me see. There they are, there. Yeah, anode and cathode. Yeah, that's that side, that's that side. So hopefully now we should have power. What do you reckon? Is it going to work or is it going to blow up? I say one thing about this new solder though, it seems to go quite shiny when you do solder with it, I've noticed. Really solid and shiny. This is the one that I normally use, this Duratool. This is rosin core, so it's good in that respect. But I've noticed when you do solder with this, the joints are a bit duller. 0.7mm. Still alright, they're still great solder. You're not going to see it anyway, are you, once it's back in? But anyway, enough rattling. Let's get it built up and then see if it powers on. Right, so let's get the power board back in. What I'll do first would be a good idea to take the screws out. So put them in there so they didn't get lost. So we need to take them out first. I think it's going to work. I really do. And I say, if it doesn't, then I'm baffled. But we shall see together. Will it work or won't it? There we go. That's it. Faffing about. Start to unplug that and put that back in again now. Yeah, in you go. That's it. And that one's in. And then get this in now. There we go. It's going. There. Bloody hell, that was a bit tricky. Getting that back in, but it's in. Board's in. Nice and tight. That's in. That's in. New diodes in. We can't close it up. Yeah, we need to plug the cable back in, don't we? Which is this one here. That's gone in. Now, I reckon it's going to work now. I'll be ever so chuffed if it does. But if it doesn't, we certainly know that that diode was knackered anyway, so that is a problem if it's not the problem. Moment of truth. Put that there. Plug it in. Are we going to get a sound? Like I say, it's always done like a clicking noise or a, well, yeah, like a little ticking clicking noise when power goes into it, so we shall see. Yep. Oh, it's working. Yes, I think it's worked. But where's the eject on this now then? There. Is it? It made a noise anyway. Let's just unplug it again, see if you can hear this. I'll just unplug it. And replug it. Yes, hear the noise? That's the sound it's always done, so it was a dodgy diode. There we go. There's the display on, yeah, it says open on the display there. I'm not sure if you can see that. But it does read open here, on there. Somewhere you can't see because the lighting. Right, okay, that's it then, boys and girls. It's working. So if you do happen to have one of these Blu-ray players, or any Blu-ray player which is dead, check your capacitors. And if that's the most main thing that's going to go wrong first, is a capacitor. If not, check the diodes with the multimeter, and then you'll be up and running again. Quite simple, really, when you know what you're doing. Thanks to YouTube. Thanks to YouTube. I mean, I'm no electronics wizard. I've learned it online. I'm just sharing what I've learned with you guys. Yeah, okay, so thanks for watching this. And we are up and running. And I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye.